Okay, so these are the filaments which are arranged parallel to the length. Now these filaments are called myofibrils. Okay, so each of these filaments is called a myofibril. Myo means muscle, fibril means thin thread. The skeletal muscle cell is called a skeletal muscle fiber. So this is called a myofibril. Yes. Now, if I take up the muscle cell, there are many myofibrils in it. I'm just taking one myofibril and I'm zooming in. Now, when I take one myofibril and zoom in, this is what I find, that this myofibril has alternate light and dark regions. Yes, because it shows alternate light and dark regions, we say that the skeletal muscle is striated. So there are alternate light and dark regions. So light band and dark band. Now, why is a light band light? Light band is light because it is made up of thin actin filaments. Okay, actin filaments are proteins. Okay, and dark band is dark because it is made up of two components: thin actin and thick myosin. Okay, thin actin and thick myosin. So light band is made up of only actin filaments. Dark band is made up of thin actin as well as thick myosin. So actin is thin here. Okay, there is thin actin and myosin is thick. Okay, myosin is so so there is thick myosin filament. All right. What next? Now, because there is only thin actin filament, light is regularly refracted. So there is regular refraction of light. What is the meaning of the word regular refraction of light? It means that the light will bend regularly because there is only one filament, that is the actin filament. Okay. Hence, it is called an isotropic band. Iso means same or uniform, and tropic means uh, refraction. So the light band is also called the isotropic band because there is regular refraction. Dark band mein there are two filaments, and because there are two different types of filaments with two different thickness, the dark band is not going to refract light regularly. So there is going to be irregular refraction. So there's going to be irregular refraction. Okay. And this irregular refraction की वजह से this is called anisotropic band. An means not, iso means similar. Anisotropic band. Okay. So light band is called isotropic band and dark band is called anisotropic band. So light band is also called the I band. The dark band is also called the D band. Now the light band, if you can see the diagram here, yes, the light band is bisected by a dark line. This dark line is called Z line. Okay, Z stands for Zwischen sheath. Okay, ZWISH, ZWISCHEN SCHIEB, Zwischenschieb line, which means dark. So light band is bisected by a dark line called the Z line. So these are the Z lines. And when I look at the light band band is bisected by a dark line, and the dark band is bisected by a light line, but the light line is actually thicker. So that is why it's called H zone. It's not, yeah, some books have written it as H line, but it is correctly called H zone. So there are alternate Z and H, Z line and H zone, Z line and H zone. Okay. So the acronym for remembering is Liz had. Yeah. So what does Liz had tell me? LIZ HAD. What is it telling me? Light band is isotropic, dark band is anisotropic. Light band has Z line, dark band has H line or H zone. All right. So this is how it would be looking like. Right. So what have we done till now? That the skeletal muscle fiber is made up of two bands. What were the bands? The light band and the dark band. Yes, light band and dark band. Light band is also called I band, called isotropic band, because in the light band, light shows regular refraction. The dark band is also called A band. A stands for anisotropic band, because the light is irregularly refracted. So there is irregular refraction. Okay. Then the light band, why is it light? Because it contains thin actin filaments. The dark band is dark because it contains thin actin as well as thick myosin filaments. Yes. So two proteins, actin and myosin. Also, the light band is bisected. Yes. The light band is bisected by a Z line, and the dark band is bisected by an H zone. Right? Remember, Z line is a line because it's thin. H zone, H stands for Henson. Okay, the person who discovered it. It's called Henson zone because it is thicker. Okay, so this is light and dark bands, and that is why the skeletal muscle, as I showed you in the PPT, is striated. Okay. Now, so somebody is asking me, sir, are the filaments vertical or horizontal? The filaments are running parallel to the length. They are vertical only, but when I have to draw and show a lot of features, we draw it horizontal. Okay, so you can draw a diagram horizontal also, but they are vertically placed in the cell. Yeah. So there was alternate light and dark bands. Yes. So say, let's call this as a dark band. Yeah. It is completely dark. I'm just, just drawing it like this. Yeah. It's completely dark. Then the light band is bisected by a Z line like this. This is the Z line. And the dark band is bisected by an H zone. Now, why do I call it H zone? Because it's thicker like this. So it is going to be thick. So the dark band is bisected by a light H zone. Yes. So this is called the H zone. This is called the H zone. This is called the H zone. Okay. Now, Z line is a dark line within the light band, and H zone is a light zone within the dark band. So how do they occur and why do they occur? Let's try to understand that. So first of all, the minimum part of the muscle that contracts is the distance between two Z lines. So the distance between two Z lines is the unit of muscle contraction, and we call it sarcomere. Yes. So unit of muscle contraction, the smallest part of the muscle which contracts is called a sarcomere. Sarcomere is made up of one half. Yeah, this is the light band, this is a light band, and this is a dark band. So sarcomere contains one half of one light band. Sarcomere contains one complete dark band, and sarcomere also contains one half of another light band. So if you look at the sarcomere, many people, you know, add this and this also. So sarcomere is one light band plus one dark band. That's absolutely incorrect. Sarcomere is just made up of one light band, sorry, one dark band and two halves of light band. It is very important. So what this means is during muscle contraction, the two Z lines will come together, and that is when the muscles will contract. So one myofibril, one myofibril has many sarcomeres. Yes. So when many sarcomeres come together, yes, when rather all sarcomeres in one myofibril come together, we say that the myofibril contracts. Yes. Then when all myofibrils, yes, when all myofibrils in a muscle cell, yes, in a cell contracts, we say, so how is the contraction brought about? First, all sarcomeres in one myofibril will contract. Yes, so all sarcomere in one myofibril will contract. This will lead to one myofibril contracting. Then all myofibrils in one muscle cell will contract. In one muscle cell, one muscle cell is also called muscle fiber will contract. When all myofibrils in one muscle fiber contract, then the muscle cell or muscle fiber will contract. And then when many muscle cells, when many muscle cells contract or muscle fibers contract, then a muscle contracts. Okay. So this is how the muscle contracts. The muscle contracts, अब उल्टा जाते हैं. The muscle contracts because many muscle cells contract. Many muscle cells, why does a muscle cell contract? Because all myofibrils in a muscle fiber will contract. Why will all myofibril in a muscle fiber will contract? When all sarcomeres in that myofibril will contract. So the smallest unit of contraction is sarcomere. What is sarcomere? It's the unit of muscle contraction. It is the distance between two successive Z lines. It's the distance between two successive Z lines. Okay. So we'll just write it here also. So what is sarcomere? What do we know about sarcomere? Sarcomere is the unit of muscle contraction. Sarcomere is the unit of muscle contraction. Second thing that we know about sarcomere is the distance between two successive Z lines. The distance between two successive Z lines. And third is it's made up of half of one light band, one complete dark band, and half of another light band. Okay, this is how a sarcomere is. Now, on electron microscopic study of this sarcomere, what else have we found out? Okay, Now understand, children, what is this Z line? Okay. So this Z line is a thick zigzag line. Okay. Later, people discovered that this Z line is actually, yeah, so it's a thick membrane. So I'm zooming on into a myofibril now. Okay. So this Z line, children, these are all Z lines. Yeah. This Z line is also called Croze's membrane because it's actually a membrane which was discovered by Croze later. So पहले हमने जब देखा तो myofibril में alternate light and dark band दिख रहे थे. Then somebody like someone questioned me कि sir Z line क्यों होता है? So Croze also wanted to find out कि Z line क्यों होता है. So Z line is this thick filament. That is why it appears dark. Okay, so it's very thick filament. Okay. Now on either sides of the Z line are attached thin actin filaments. So thin actin filaments are attached on either sides of the Z line like this. So on either sides of the Z line, there are thin actin filaments like this. Yes. So you are seeing that on one Z line, yes, if you see the blue lines that I have drawn, yes, so we have one Z line and on either sides of the Z line, which is a membrane, there are actin filaments. Yes. Now, so there is actin filament on this side, actin filament on this side, actin filament on this side, actin. So basically Z line gives attachment to actin filaments. Z line gives attachment to what filament, children? Actin filaments. Okay. So this blue line that I have drawn, yes, the blue line that has been drawn is actually an actin filament. Now, this is interesting that in between the blue lines, okay, in between the blue lines, there are scattered thick filaments. Okay. So the actin filaments actually overlap. Yes. Thick. So because myosin is thick, yes, I'm just drawing it like a rectangle. Yeah. Actin was thin, that is why just like a line. So when you're coloring, you'll color everything properly. So this will be the myosin filament. Yes. So the myosin filament is between. अब यहाँ पे भी रहेगा. I'm not drawing the entire thing, but I'm just drawing the myosin filament for you to understand कि चलो myosin रहने वाला है. Yes. आगे भी. Did we understand this? So there is Z line. On the Z line, on either sides, there are actin filaments. And within the actin filaments, there are myosin filaments. So myosin filament is thick. So in our diagram, this one in red is a myosin filament. Myosin and actin are primarily proteins. Okay. Now what is the light band and what is the dark band? So see, understand something which I just taught you, that anything which is going to be light, okay, should be made up of only one structure, because if it's made up of one structure or one protein, light will be regularly refracted. If light passes through two structures, then light will be irregularly refracted. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing a line. Yes. Like this. Yeah. So if you look at the line, if you look at the part which is there between the two pink lines, okay. So if you look at the part which is there between the two pink lines, there are blue lines also and red lines. Matlab there is actin filament as well as myosin filament. So this region between the two pink lines is called the dark band. Okay. Now look at the line, look at the area Yes. So now look at the area between the pink line and the green line. The area between the pink line and the green line contains only actin filaments. There are no myosin filaments, but in between there is Z line. Yes. So this is the light band. Yes. So why is it called the light band? Because light is regularly refracted. So this area is the light band. This is the dark band. है ना? Now, if you see the center of the dark band, yes, the two lines of actin don't touch each other. There is a gap. So if light falls in this region, it is only going to meet myosin. It is not going to meet actin. So when light is following, and light follows a linear path, right? So when light follows a linear path, we are coming to know that when light passes through this region in between, there is only myosin and no actin. Yes, when light will fall on this part, okay, so if this is the path of light, right? Yeah, so light will be crossing actin, myosin, actin, myosin, actin, myosin. But if light follows this path here, the light which is present here, it will only meet actin. It will always meet myosin, but not meet actin. So this area is going to be light because light is crossing only one uh, thing, one structure. So this is the H zone. So if you see, the light band is bisected by a Z line and the dark band has an H zone. So H zone is the region, yeah, or Hansen's zone. Yeah, so H zone is the region, or Hansen's zone is the region where, so it's a region of dark band. So it's a region of dark band where actin and myosin don't overlap. So here there is only myosin and no actin. No? So there's going to be Z line. On either side of the Z line there are actin filament. Actin filaments will have myosin filaments in between them. For some areas, the myosin filament will overlap the actin and between it will not. Now, if you look at the dark line, dark band, the distance between these two pink lines, can you also say that it is the extent or the maximum extent of the myosin filaments? So the dark band is present at the ends of, matlab if this is the myosin filament, the two ends of it will show me the dark band, है ना? बीच में एक्टिन यहाँ से ओवरलैप कर रहा है, यहाँ से ओवरलैप कर रहा है, बीच में ओवरलैप नहीं कर रहा है. जहाँ पे ओवरलैप नहीं कर रहा है वो है H zone, है ना? So this is the myosin. The ends of the myosin filament is the dark band. एक साइड से एक्टिन ओवरलैप कर रहा है, दूसरे साइड से भी एक्टिन ओवरलैप कर रहा है, बीच में एक्टिन ओवरलैप नहीं कर रहा है, तो वो है H zone. Okay, so just a quick recap. And what is this? This is not the entire muscle cell. This is one protein of the muscle cell, which is called myofibril. So what do we know about myofibril? Myofibrils are proteins which are present in the skeletal muscle fiber. These myofibrils are arranged parallel to the length of the muscle fiber, means it is present longitudinally in the muscle fiber. The myofibril shows alternate light and dark bands. The light band is light because light is regularly refracted. The dark band is dark because light is irregularly refracted. Light is made up of only actin filaments. The dark band is made up of actin as well as myosin filaments. Actin filaments are thin, myosin filaments are thick. The actin and myosin filaments, okay, will overlap in the dark band. In the center, there is a region where the actin and myosin filaments do not overlap. That region is called Hansen's zone or H zone. In the middle of the light band, there is a dark line called Z line. The Z line is also called Krause's membrane. It gives attachment to actin fibers. Right? Now, how does muscle contract? Okay, so there is a theory of muscle contraction. Now it's a very long theory, okay, and there are multiple aspects involved in it. So what I'll do is I will break it into smaller parts for you. Okay, so a small part of muscle contraction. The muscle contraction theory is called the sliding filament theory. Yeah. So what is this sliding filament theory? Sliding filament theory simply states that the actin filaments slide over myosin filament. So during muscle contraction, actin filament will slide over myosin filament. Yeah. So what would that mean? So say for example, there is one myosin filament. Yeah. And on either side, there is actin filament. So when the muscle contracts, the two Z lines will start coming close to each other. When the two Z lines come close to each other. So if the Z lines come close to each other now, how will the Z lines look like? So this was the initial position of the Z lines. Yeah. Now during muscle contraction, the two Z lines have come together, and what will happen is the two actin filaments also have come together, so much so that the two actin filaments will almost touch each other. है ना? So understood what is happening? ये Z line है ऐसे, इधर भी Z line है with actin filaments. They come close together. So now what will happen? The two actin filaments slide over myosin in such a way that the two Z lines will touch each other. Okay. Now, when the two Z lines touch each other, okay, the edge zone will not be present anymore. Okay, when the two Z lines touch each other, we say that the edge zone disappears. है ना? Now look at this. The myosin is stationary there. Yes, myosin is stationary. Myosin is not moving, right? And I already explained this to you in the earlier diagram that if you look at the dark band is the end of myosin. Yes, it is the end of myosin. So if the dark band if the myosin does not move, that means the length of the dark band is the same. Now during muscle contraction, some band will be brought together, right? So it is basically the dark band remains the same in length. What reduces is the light band. So this is very, very important. Okay. So according to the sliding filament theory, the Z lines during muscle contraction, Z lines come close to each other. During that process, actin filaments will slide over myosin filament. What is the third step in this? Because of this, the H zone, H is also, H in H stands for Hensen's. The H zone will be obliterated. What is the meaning of the word obliterated? Obliterated का मतलब है it will disappear. Obliterated मतलब पहले वो था और अब नहीं है. So it will get obliterated. वो बंद हो जाएगा. H zone will be obliterated. Yes. Now in this process, the length of light band is also known as the I band. The length of I band decreases, but the length of dark band remains the same. That is, the length of A band remains the same. Yes. So these are the four important points. Of course, the sliding filament theory is a long one. Yeah. Now, number one, when muscle contraction takes place, the Z lines will come close to each other. When Z lines come close to each other, actin will slide over myosin. When actin slides over myosin, H zone or Hensen zone will not be present, or it will be obliterated or destroyed. Yeah, absent. Length of the light band, देखो अब during muscle contraction the length reduced, right? कुछ ना कुछ का length तो कम हुआ ना. हमको logically ये मालूम है कि dark band का length नहीं कम हुआ. तो अगर dark band सब जगह dark band का length same है तो obviously light band का length reduce हुआ. That's the only logical answer. Yeah. So Z lines come to close together, actin will slide over myosin filament, H zone will be obliterated, and length of light band will decrease. So sometimes they ask, they draw a diagram, and in the diagram, if you have to see whether it is contracted or relaxed. So अगर मुझे H zone दिखता है, if I see an H zone, okay. So people are asking me, how does light band reduce in size? Reduce in size मतलब अभी length छोटा हो गया ना. जब दो Z lines नजदीक आए तो length तो छोटा हो गया, right? बार बार मैं उसका ही explanation दे रहा हूँ. पहले Z line इधर था, correct? अब Z line इधर हो गया, right? तो पहले this was light band, half of light band, yes? This was another half of light band, right? अब जब ये नजदीक गया, ये नजदीक गया, तो half of light band इतना ही बचा ना. Yes? जब वो नजदीक जाते हैं तो जो हाफ ऑफ लाइट बैंड है वो कम हो रहा है ना. और लॉजिक एक ही सिंपल है कि अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्शन में लेंथ कम होता है, फॉर श्योर अगर लेंथ कम हो रहा है और हम बहुत क्लियर हैं क्योंकि मायोसिन हिलता नहीं है, डार्क बैंड विल नॉट चेंज इट्स लेंथ. तो दूसरा क्या बचा जिसका लेंथ चेंज होगा, है ना. ये बोलने के बावजूद भी फिर से क्वेश्चंस आप पूछ रहे हो. आई विल जस्ट क्लैरिफाई देन. This was the original length of the Z line, yes. ठीक है, ये ओरिजिनल था. So from here to here, yes, was half of light band 1. ठीक है. अब the new position of Z line move कर रहा है. तो जब Z line move करेगा, so this will be the new position of Z line and this will be the new position of actin filaments. तो अब लाइट बैंड कितना रह गया? अब लाइट बैंड रह गया सिर्फ इतना. Yes, the distance, this will be the light band now. इतना ही रह गया डिस्टेंस, करेक्ट. पहले लाइट बैंड का डिस्टेंस इतना था. पहले लाइट बैंड का डिस्टेंस, तो हाफ लाइट बैंड का डिस्टेंस इतना था. अब ड्यू टू द न्यू मूवमेंट, बिकॉज द Z line has moved, yes, because the Z line has moved from here to here, yes, the half light band is also reduced. Similarly दूसरे साइड पे दूसरा हाफ लाइट बैंड भी कम हो जाएगा. So the length of light bands will keep on reducing, but the length of dark band will remain the same. Okay. So this is the sliding filament theory. Please make a note of these points. Yeah. Now